celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
Yo, Ski, man, what is going on, everybody? I got my boy, man. Come vibe with me. You hear me? My boy Mike Sports Bob in the building. my brother, man. Hey, man, look, man. I know every time I see you in the chat, you feel me? I'm like, bro, we gotta lock in, man. We gotta lock in. You finally here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, man. It's just been busy, man, trying to do two channels and, the family and everything like that. But every time I see you live, I try to get in there and talk my talk a little bit with everybody. But it's busy over here. But thanks for having me on the show, man. Thanks for having me.
Man, ain't nothing but a thing, man. Look, man, I appreciate you being on, like he said, real quick, man, Mike Sports By, he split his, for ones who do know and that have been over there tapped in with him. He had one channel, Mike Sports Vibes, that was 76ers content and Vikings content combined. So then you ended up splitting it now. Now you have one that's strictly Minnesota Vikings, which is the original, right? The original Mike Sports Vibes. And then you got Mike Sports Vibe Balling.
Right.
So my boy was getting too big, man. He's like, man, I gotta split this thing up.
Split it up. Split it up. Because Philly fans ain't Viking fans. I'm the oddball.
Right.
I'm the oddball in my family. Everybody's either a Steelers fan or an Eagle fan. But guess what, Rap? I met a Viking fan today. Because I'm starting to do like collect cards and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, there's nothing but Eagles, nothing but Phillies, nothing but just a whole bunch of Brian Dawkins. And then they had a picture of like when we went against them in 2017 and we lost in the nightmares, right?
Yeah.
There was a picture where the guy had like a dog mask on, and it was signed autograph. I forgot what player it was, but I started talking crazy. I started talking to the dude. I said, I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm in here. I didn't feel that comfortable being in there. I said, oh my gosh, I love the Sixers and love the Phillies, but these Eagles, all this Eagle stuff around me is starting to drive me crazy. And I was just telling him I'm not an Eagle fan. Philly, everything besides football. And he asked me what team I rock with. And I said, I rock with the Minnesota Vikings. And he said, are you serious? Because he rocks with the Minnesota Vikings as well. And he's like a little bit up there in age. He's probably like in his mid 60s, early 70s. And he was like, man, to be honest with you, I love the offseason that the Vikings had. But I feel like I'm going to die before we win a Super Bowl. And it made me feel some type of way because I'm like, dang. He said, when I die, you're probably going to witness the first Super Bowl. And I said, dang, man. I said, we got a chance this year. So for all the Viking fans, man, keep y'all head up. We gonna win a Super Bowl. We got the right stuff this offseason. We have the trenches built on both sides. And to win a Super Bowl, the Eagles got the blueprint. I hate saying the Eagles got the blueprint, but it's true.
Yeah.
They have the perfect blueprint. The trenches is when you win Super Bowls. To pretty much beat an all-time great quarterback like Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, you have to have a defensive line, and we have it. To get to the Super Bowl, you have to have an offensive line, and we have it. So I feel like that's where the hope is for me. Like, I feel like we have a chance, and we got the answer I hope we have the answer at quarterback. I'm optimistic.
We're going to get into that. Yeah, we're going to get into that, man, for sure. We're going to talk about it tonight, man. That's a fact, man. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Get vocal in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? We got my boy Delton in the building, man. Let's go, man. Norse. Hey, Norse, I actually, if it's okay with you, man, drop a cool in the chat. I emailed the pictures to myself so that I can pull them up, man, to show the plaques, man. The plaques that Norse made for the Mock Madness event. He sent me a picture of them. I want to show them off, to be honest with you. So I do have them pulled up tonight, but I was going to wait for Norse and make sure it's cool if he wants me to show him now or if he wants to take another picture once he does final touches, whatever the case may be. But, man, I want to show him. You know what I mean? So we'll see what Norse says. Shout out to Norse in the building, though, man. That's a fact. Skol for life, Bob, fade you up, man. Let's go, man. My Skol bro ski. Let's go. Skol Mafia in the building, man.
Skol
Let's get it,
Mafia.
man, for sure. I know Skol Mafia probably seen him already, and Gary, Papa Gary, man. Shout out, speaking of Papa Gary, shout out Papa Gary in the building, man. Let's go, man, for sure, for sure. We got Purple Diamond. Let's go. Salif was good with you. Appreciate you tapping in. J.A. Vikings was good, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Who else we got? Newt was good, man. Shout out to you tapping in, man. Appreciate you, man, for sure. We got a lot of people in the building, man. Hey, I gotta say, oh, real quick, man. Eric from New Mexico, Florinda, and Raquel, man. Let's go. They in the building. Let's go. They in the building. Let's go. Hey. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I took a long nap today, so I'm probably a little full of energy, man. I'm a little chippy right now. You know? Shout out Mr. I Want to Mock in the building, too. I see you.
I want to mock.
You know, hey. I reached out to my boy Mike, and I was like, man, we gotta lock in, right? And then he's like, well, shit, when you free? I woke up from the nap. I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, shit, I'm free today. Like, let's do it. He's like, shit, I got you today. Let's go. So just so y'all know, man, we set this show up probably like 30 minutes ago. You feel me? Like we just in there. Like we said, hey, shout out Michael Oliver, man. Appreciate you, man. Let's go, Michael Oliver. Hey. But I gotta ask you, Mike, man.
Talk to me.
Let's get to the Vikings talk. You feel me? Let's talk about it. I mean, from what I just heard, you seem pretty excited about what the team, looks like so far, what we did.
Yeah.
The night of the draft, man, how'd you feel when you saw that the Vikings took Donovan Jackson at number 24? Like, were you shocked? Did you know about the player? Like, because I watched a couple of your videos, man. I mean, and Donovan Jackson, and it's not just you. I feel like nobody mentioned him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, nobody.
Hey, listen. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Listen, when they first initially picked him, I said, who? That's the first thing I said. I said, who? And then I'm like, all right. Then they said guard, offensive lineman. I'm like, okay, that's understandable. But Bull was on the board too. What about Starks? Hey, hold on now. What about Starks? But then I thought about it. I said, as a Viking fan, what have I been complaining about for the last 5, 6, 7, 10 years? The offensive line. So there's no such thing as us addressing the offensive line too much, because at the end of the day, what's the most important position? The quarterback. So if JJ McCarthy can sit in that pocket and go sip on coladas, go to Mexico and go on vacation, be on his fourth option, his third option, and pick teams apart, so be it. So be it. It is what it is. I like it. I like what they're thinking. Off season and in the draft, they addressed the offensive line. So I like it.
Hey, okay. So
I didn't know nothing about him though. I didn't know nothing about him at all.
Yeah. No. Hey, I was the same way. Shout out my boy Six, man. Shout out Dylan, man. Shout out Bandito in the building too, man. I see y'all popped in, man. Appreciate y'all popping in. Blunt, I see you, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. For sure. We got us a conversation to have tonight. Because I mean, look, man, I feel the same way as you, right? Like, and we were on live, obviously streaming the draft that night. And I came off as kind of, and I know most people in the chat have heard this story, but I got to tell my boy why we out here, man. I was head in the hand type of deal, not looking excited, stuff like that. And it was because of you just being unaware of the player, like not knowing really what he was about. Even if we would have heard his name, it's just we didn't really look into him enough to where we could have been like, all right, that's the guy I want. Now, obviously, that's just us as fans. Right. And what do we know, right? Like straight up, like we go, we pick our players that we like and we would want our team to get. But at the end of the day, man, the Vikings doing their homework for real, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? They out here year long looking at these players and seeing what they can bring to the table. Right. So I trust the process, man. I like the position. That's one thing I'm going to stand on. That is, regardless, I like the intentionality behind the position you drafted, no matter what the name was. Like like Tate Ratledge was a guy that we really liked as the Vikings community. Even if they would have picked him in the first and felt like he's a first round pick, it's about the position that had me super excited, man. And honestly, Donovan Jackson is a day one starter. Like there is no competition that has to go on or anything like that. Like he's in there, like he's part of the offensive line. So for that, I think we could be excited about that.
Yeah, and you know a story. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a story out there where he switched the tackle against Penn State against Carter? And he did it at the risk of losing some draft capital,
draft stock.
Draft. So for him to do that, that shows you the energy, the character, that he really just cares about the team. Team first, not me first. So that shows you that that's the dude I want on my team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the dude I want on my team.
For sure. Bro. And not only that, not only did he switch, I think what's more important too is he switched during a time where you had the Ohio State Buckeyes were in the playoffs too. Right. Like they were going into the playoffs, man. And he held it down. You know, like that just shows you the confidence they had, because they could have asked any other lineman on their team to make that switch, whether it was a second stringer or maybe it was the right guard that had some kind of experience and they trusted. They trusted Donovan Jackson. He was the only player they trusted to step in going into a time where we're about to be playing for the national championship. Like this is the road to the national championship, man. And to slide him over like that and do that, man. Hey, look, man. That first of all, that takes some nuts, man. You gotta let your nuts drag. You feel me? So Donovan Jackson, he did that, man. So shout out the boy, man, for sure, man. And I think we got a good one for sure. I think at the end of all this, when the season starts, I think we're gonna be happy that we picked up him at least. Now the other picks, we can get into that. All right. I want to ask you, obviously I got you on. So like I had Randy on. Shout out to everybody last night that tapped in with me and Realistic Randy, and Realistic Randy was definitely a positive. He's more positive, which is surprising because if you know Randy, man, Randy he'll dog the team in a minute if he don't agree with something we did. Yeah. Now Randy gave us an A+ grade, man. And I respect it. I'm like, hey, that's how you feel, brother. That's how you feel. We just talked this morning too. And I'm not letting them live that shit down. You feel me? Like I'm just not. But even behind the scenes, I'm on them. You know what I'm saying? But how do you what overall grade, Mike, do you give the Minnesota Vikings for the draft and include all players and position they went for?
I don't know if I'm gonna give it a letter grade. I'm gonna give it a dub. I'm gonna give it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give it a word, a dub. A win, you know what I mean? I just feel like for what we had to work with, I think he did a pretty darn good job, because I think about the first pick was amazing after I got to do some research on him. And then the third round pick, what's his name? Ty Felton, right, from Utah. They're just being proactive, because when you think about Jordan Addison, as much as I love Jordan Addison, everybody loves Jordan Addison. He's that guy. The man be getting into some stuff, man. Some things that you're just like, man, not again, not again, not again. So we don't know if the man's going to be suspended. We don't know if the Vikings want to pay him. So you're kind of being proactive getting that guy Ty Felton, because he's talented. I know you and Randy were talking about, and I did hear you say that he dropped some passes, but here and there, but he's super talented, and he led the Big Ten in catches and receiving yards, and he was 4th in touchdowns with I think 9 touchdowns last season.
Okay.
So he's a
with bad quarterback play too. I got to throw that out there. He didn't have the best quarterback play.
So he can honestly, I'm not saying replace Jordan Addison right away, but if Jordan Addison happens to get suspended, you have that so-called second option, because I'm not trying to come at Speedy Naylor, but sometimes his hands be kind of suspect sometimes. Let's keep it real.
1 minute his hands are like Randy Moss. The next minute it's like, yo.
It's suspect. So he can literally step in and probably be that second wide receiver, or at the very least that third wide receiver. So I think they're just being proactive. So I like that third round pick, Ty Felton. Then when you talk about Kobe King and your guy, Bartholomew. What the hell,
Why
do I think
man?
of Pokemon when I think of it? Mew.
I'm telling you, man. Golly, man.
But Kobe King, Penn State. What did Crazy say about him? He's just a typical old-fashioned linebacker. You know what I mean? Just going to hit you. And I'm not sure if he's the best cover linebacker. I don't really know too much about that, but he's definitely going to hit you. He's not scared to make that tackle. And I like that. Bartholomew, I don't know, man. I just think they were just being proactive. I don't really know too much like that. I'm not going to sit here and overrate the man and say that he's going to definitely be the second tight end on the chart. What you
Yeah.
think? Third, second?
I think. I mean, he has a. I think he'll be. I think he'll be third. Obviously, we got T.J. Hawkinson and then Josh Oliver. He'll start out as third. I mean, so there's an opportunity for him to maybe work his way to number 2. You feel me? We'll have to see. What happens.
Bartholomew, I just think we needed a tight end. Let's just keep it real. It wasn't the position that we really wanted. You know what I mean? But we definitely needed a tight end. Yeah. If it wasn't Loveland in the first round, then we definitely, we addressed the potential issue because, like, I love T.J. Hawkinson, but we want to see if he has a bounce back year. And, and what if he gets hurt? Then who's our first string tight end? It's going to be Josh Oliver. Then
Bartholomew.
Or Bartholomew now. So it's just like, you're just being proactive. That's how I look at it, man. This was a proactive draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then but everything that they did as a whole, when it comes to the off season, it all meshes together. It all works together, man. For me,
right?
I love it.
Right. I think if you look at it like that, it makes you feel a little better. Hey, real quick, Norse, I got you, man. You ready? This for you. I will add it to the board too.
Oh yeah.
There's your macho man Randy Savage. I got you, man. Let's go. Hey, real quick. I'm gonna show off real quick. Mike, let me show these plaques off really quick here. Because these plaques is fire. I want to pull them up on the screen, man. My boy Norris did his thing, man, for the mock madness, man. Let me pull these up here. Boom. Let me just share this real quick. Bartholomew.
I'm gonna like saying his name though. It's gonna
fucking name.
Why she end up being good too?
I know, right? Damn it. I'm gonna have to give me a Bartholomew jersey.
I gotta give me a JJ. I gotta give me a JJ jersey, man. That's my first. Got Justin Jefferson, but you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to freaking call the pro shop up there. Eddie, you guys have any Bartholomew jerseys in stock? A lot of that shit gonna be flying off the racks like hotcakes.
Watch.
So there, let me move this real quick. Let me so man, shout out Norse, man.
Wow.
This right here is fire. Norse made these.
Awesome.
Norse made these, man. Handmade, bro. Handmade, man. Let me zoom in a little bit there.
Talented.
You know, the mock madness. You feel me? Let's go, man.
That's what the mock madness champion. Okay.
Yeah, so we got that. And then, we got Gary's right there. I mean, man, round of applause for Norse, man. Norse is a savage with it, man.
Wow.
This is really, really, really cool, man, to be honest with you, man. Shit, I hope I can win me one of these things one day, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. I might gotta get you, Mike Sports Vibe, to do the mock madness, so I can just join and play. You feel me?
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. It's on. And we're gonna have a lot of picks next season too. So it's gonna be,
it's gonna be lit next season. Next mock man is gonna be lit, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully we get us a total. I'm gonna have to bring somebody else on to help probably keep track. But hey, at the end of the day, it's something. It's a tradition now. Thanks to Papa Gary, thanks to Norris, Skol Mafia, everybody who like got involved and really pushed the line of, hey, let's do a tournament and shit like that, man. Cool. It's something that we can carry on now for forever. You know what I mean? That's so, cool. Man, I love it. I enjoy it, man. And Norris, man, once again, thank you, brother. This right here is amazing, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing, bro. You got to be talented to do stuff like that, man. I wish I could do that, man. I wouldn't even know where to damn start. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. To be honest with you. Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to. But yeah, man. So I wanted to do that, man. I had to get that out the way because that was something that I was looking forward to showing off tonight, man. But man, all right, let's. What were you about to say?
What's your like biggest concern, like, for the Vikings right now? Like, what part of the team is concerning more than anything for you? Like right now, that's probably the secondary, right? Secondary, is that what?
I think my biggest concern would probably be, I mean, and to be honest with you, man, I think I feel a lot more confident in this year's team than I feel then I believe I felt last year as of right now from what I'm feeling, right?
Right.
So because the secondary, I still have faith in it. It's not like I lost a ton of confidence because if you think about it, we lost what? Gilly and
Mhm. Shaq.
Shaq Griffin, which there's still a possibility Griffin can come back too. Like
Right.
I'm sure they're probably still in kind of some type of hold off if we may bring you back. But again, I mean, I think Adam Rogers is good.
Yes.
Okuda,
Yes.
Jeff Okuda.
Okuda.
I know
You like
people hate
you like
Okuda.
Okuda. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
people
I ain't
don't like
hating.
him.
I just hope he does good with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like see, my thing is I see like a resurgence with Okuda, like because coming and I think my part of the reason why I like Okuda so much is because like watching him in college, man, he was the highest drafted corner, I believe. I don't know if ever, obviously, but he was number 3 pick in the draft, bro. Like, and that says a lot, right?
Right.
To be a
Yeah.
corner and get to you. I don't know how you just lose that overnight. It's one thing if you were the 25th, 30th pick in the draft, but like to be the number 3 player off the board and you were a cornerback, bro, that tells you. And if you go watch his college tape, you'll see why. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
and it's hard for me to sit back and say that shit just like you just woke up one day and that shit is just out
Not
the
good.
window. Like what?
But
Hold up a
but
minute.
but was it injuries though? Like, didn't he get hurt or what did he hurt? ACL or
You know what? I'm not sure.
I think he
I'm
got hurt.
Yeah, there it has to be something
Yeah,
because it can't
it's some
be him
injuries.
just waking up, just losing the
Yeah,
talent that I seen with my own 2 eyes. It just
yeah,
can't be. It's hard to believe, right? And I feel like him now getting matched up with our defensive coordinator Brian
yeah.
Flores. I believe that there's definitely going to be some stuff that can happen for him in a good way, seeing a trajectory of him going and becoming that player that everybody thought he was going to be, obviously getting touted as a number 3 player off the board back
Right.
in, what did he get drafted, 2020, I believe. So it wasn't that
I
long
don't
ago either.
know. I don't know, but
Uh,
I know he was definitely doing his thing in college, but
yeah,
there's levels to the game from college to NFL, but I
that
don't
was a
think it
fact.
was because of the talent. I think it was more of something with I think there got to be some injury history. I don't think he just dropped off the dang on cliff and just
Yeah,
was just terrible. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So really for you is your biggest concern, not really even the secondary. So you're
Yeah, it's
like
not really a
good. You're
secondary, man.
good.
I think my biggest concern, I'll say this, man. Shout out, Boom in the building, man. I see you, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Ty Murphy, what's good, gang? Let's go, man. Let's go. Appreciate you tapping in, man. I don't want to miss anybody, man. I know y'all popping in the building. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in the building, man. Dayon, I see you, man. What's good, gang? Appreciate you too, man. I think I'll say this. This is my biggest concern. I don't think it's any specific like position group or anything like that. I think for me, it's Kevin O'Connell sticking to what he said, right? So what I mean
Oh
by that is
snap.
this,
Oh
man.
snap.
Yeah. This what I mean by that. Kevin O'Connell came out and said that, and this was when they were in Florida at the meetings. It's one of those things where he said, "Hey, look, we're gonna go back to playing old school type of football." Now, I'm a fan of old school football. I love and I've been on here multiple times dissing Mike Zimmer for not being innovative and trying to play old school football all the time. But my thing is now your team's actually built to do it.
Yes.
And I want to make this clear. As much as I want JJ McCarthy to sit here and look like this world beating type quarterback because we've all been beating the table for him and we can look super right. I think what's more important is to operate how the team should operate, how you built it. And I look at my college team when JJ McCarthy won the national championship. All
You were
right.
like
And as of right now, as of today, man, May 3rd, 2025, it looks like the Vikings are heading that direction. From all the moves they made, it looks like they're at least trying to replicate that type of formula. We're not going to expect JJ McCarthy to go out there and throw 40 times a game.
Yes.
And we shouldn't want that.
Good point.
We shouldn't want that. We should want a nice, clean game. hey, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, JJ McCarthy, we're comfortable knowing our quarterback can make that play.
Right.
That's what's important. But we know that our running backs, we can control the ground. And not only that, the defense, especially the defensive interior, can get to the quarterback so that there's not much pressure on your corners. I mean, it's a formula that I believe it looks like the Vikings can definitely do. And I like it, man. So I'm more nervous about Kevin O'Connell getting out of that and trying to make JJ McCarthy throw the ball 40 times, like having a lot of confidence, because I do believe that JJ is going to make it easy to trust, right? Like I do believe that Kevin O'Connell will sit back and say, hey, I think we really got one. Let's instead of running right here, let's drop back and throw.
No.
And those little things may add up over a course of a season that might piss us off. You feel me? So yeah, that's my thing, man.
Now, literally, I agree with everything you said. But I'm my mindset is copy the blueprint of the Eagles. We have the team that the Eagles had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have that team. I'm that confidence in this team. Like Jalen Hurts. People always complain about. Excuse me. They always complain about Jalen Hurts not throwing for 400 yards in a game or 300 yards a game. But all he did was win. All he did was control the game, hand the ball off, make the throws that he needed to make. It wasn't the prettiest thing. It wasn't Kirk Cousins throwing for 300 yards in a game. But guess what he did? His team was the best team in the NFC, and they're the best team in the NFL and won a Super Bowl. That's all I want JJ McCarthy to do. To just play his game. You don't have to throw that many times. Like 40 times, unacceptable, bro. Like we don't want none of that. KOC's play calling better be on point because we have the trenches. Now, we don't have to throw the ball on 4th and 2. We don't have to throw the ball on 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. We can run that ball up the middle. We can actually run the ball. So I just hope that KOC knows what type of, like you said, the type of team we have, run the dang ball. I'm confident in Jordan Mason from the 49ers. I think that was a good underrated trade that I think it's going to be good for us with Aaron Jones. I think he's one of the best catching running backs. That's another thing. What's up with the running back screens? I don't care about the tight end screens. Take that out the playbook. Take the tight end screens out the playbook. But that's another thing that we are missing. Aaron Jones can catch. Why isn't he being utilized in the screening? I think he's still quick. I think he's quick enough to do it. I know we don't have Dalvin Cook, but at the same time, we should use the screen game too a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with this offensive line.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree, man. I you know, like you said, no tight end screens because we remember that year, right? We don't want to go down that road again. You feel me? But Jordan Mason too. I mean, look, man, Jordan Mason and our UDFA, which we're gonna get into that. Trey Stewart. I mean, Trey Stewart looks like somebody who definitely can make an impact, man. That man in open field, man, nasty. He's nasty with it. So I look forward to seeing that young man run the football. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
I can't wait.
So it's definitely going to be exciting, man. It's going to be an exciting season, in my opinion. Regardless, we finally got our QB1. We got our offensive line. We got everything. The trenches and on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, what is there to complain about, man? Now we all in, right? We're all in. I'll say this. I do say one more year. And I say one more year. A lot of it was based off of the draft capital we had because it was something we had to do to get where we are today. Going into the draft with only 4 picks, it had to be like that because of the moves we made for our team to look like it looked even last year, which was good, right? So next year is going to be even better because we'll have money for free agency and we'll have capital to draft a lot of players. Right. So next offseason even gets better because we still have a quarterback, barring JJ McCarthy looks like our franchise quarterback this season. We still have a quarterback on a rookie contract. We have multiple draft picks now, not just 4. And we have money going in. I mean, it's going to be a hell of an all. We thought this offseason was lit. Wait till next year. And that's what I love about Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah is the future looks super bright. Right. The future looks super bright. I mean, we can go into this season with the Super Bowl. That's cool. That's cool. We're gonna do that as fans. We're gonna do that. Yeah, we definitely gonna do that. But I really think like
next
realistically,
season.
as Vikings fans, yeah. Hey, hold on one more year, man. Hold on one more year. Do I think we gonna compete this year? I think we can compete. I think the North is wide open, by the way. All right. I think the North is wide open.
The North is tough, man.
Everybody dragging on the Lions. Me and Randy talked about it last night. All the Lions and this, man. Look here, man.
If they're healthy.
The Lions lost their offensive coordinator who ran that team.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and their defensive coordinator, both.
That's true.
They lost both, right, in the same season. The Lions ain't coming back looking like they was looking. Now, you know, hey, you can feel like that, but I'm gonna tell you, the North is open, man. The North is open, bro. Our team is better. We're gonna win that motherfucker this year.
Hey, listen. This is my mindset. I feel like we winning the Super Bowl this year. I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy is Jaden Daniels. I'm not gonna say that because he has to.
Let's go.
But Jaden Daniels got his team. Who thought the Commanders were gonna go to the NFC Championship game? Who would have thought that would have happened? Yeah. Just one player changed that franchise. The most important position, and that's the quarterback position. A couple of moves here and there, but they got to the NFC Championship game and lost to the Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. I got so much confidence in J.J. McCarthy and what this team has done this offseason in the draft. Like, when you think about, I like what you said. That was a good point when you're talking about the defensive line. What's his name? Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. Yeah. But I'm a big Javon Hargrave. I don't know. I think he tear his tricep or I don't know what it was. He missed a lot of the season last year. But I remember him being a Pro Bowl. I remember him. And if we could get 85% of that, and man, oh my goodness. Just imagine our interior defensive line that we always complained about is debatably one of the best in the NFL. And then we don't have to blitz so much Brian Flores, even though he's probably going to still do that. But I'm just saying he don't have to. And our secondary is not going to be on an island waiting for, like, oh, he's on his fourth option trying to cover wide receivers and tight ends. So I just think the defense is going to just ball out this season. I feel like the offense, I don't really have the concerns with Brian Flores as much as I have when it comes to KLC and his play calling. Like what you're pretty much saying about consistency running that dang on ball and not, even though JJ McCarthy is going to make a lot of big plays throwing it to JJ and all that, and it's going to look nice. It's going to look pretty. But at the same time, you got the team to run you got the offensive line to actually establish the dang run. You know what I mean? So we have to do it. We need to do it.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. Shout out Jarrett. Shout out Skol Diesel, man. Bulldog. I see y'all, man. Shout out my boy Todd Murray. He said, man, that Detroit shit dead, man. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. That shit dead, man. What the hell they talk about? Shout out Skol SC, man.
I like that.
Nah, for sure, man. That Detroit, man. That stuff dead, man. Hargrave was a menace before he got hurt. He gonna be fresh. Hey, no, he was. And coming out of you know exactly who he was, Jared and Mike. He was the Milton, how Milton is this year. Yes. You know, Milton, he had the year where he just dominated and his market value was super high. Now, we came in, we swooped in, and we were able to get him at a discount due to him being injured and not being available. Now, we do know availability is the most important thing because you could talk about a player all you want if he's on the bench and say what he could be and what he should be, but we got to get him out on the field. But he is 100% healthy, so it feels good. All right, it feels good knowing that he's going to be out there. He's a veteran. He's been through the storm. Did he win a Super Bowl with the Eagles?
I don't even know, but I know he was definitely dominant with the Eagles and he was dominant with the 49ers.
Yeah, I can't remember if he won like the first Super Bowl with the Eagles in 18 because I know he's been in the league a minute.
Yeah, he probably did win the Super Bowl. I don't know. I got to double check on that.
Did they win in 18? Was it 18 that they won? Yeah, because that was the year we lost to them. 17. That's right. Yeah, it was 17. Man,
Minneapolis Miracle beating the Saints. I can't stand the Eagles, man.
Damn Eagles, man.
But that's my favorite. That's my favorite move. Like I know, like of course, Will Fries and Kelly. Oh, another move I love is we let go Ed Ingram. We let Bradbury go. Can we get an amen for that?
Can we get an amen for that?
Our nightmares are over. We don't got to worry about Bradbury. We don't got to worry about Ed Ingram. Yeah. We don't even got to worry about Dr. Reisner, even though I like Dr. Reisner for somewhat. But my goodness, we replaced him with Kelly and Will Fries. But my favorite offseason move, if he's healthy, I noticed people going to say Will Fries and Ryan, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I like this guy, Hargrave. If he's healthy, I can't wait, brother.
Let's
I
go. Me
cannot
either,
wait.
man. Me either, man. Shout out to Evil, man. Hey, to Evil, who's the quarterback I made for you on that picture, man? Is that Aaron Rodgers? We're gonna have to switch it. Ooh, I forget what picture I made. I make to Evil these AI pictures with his favorite quarterbacks and Vikings jerseys, and we gotta upgrade that. We gotta get you a Sam Howell one now.
Oh
To
yes,
Evil for
damn,
sure.
that's another movie made too. That's another.
So
movie.
we'll talk about that. Shout out Michael R. He said I still want Asante Samuels opposite Byron Murphy. Should be perfect backfield. Yeah, I mean, look, man, he's still an option. I do believe that there's something going on when it comes to the injury situation with him, that the Vikings look like they're leaning more on being out on that than they were being in on that. So we'll see how it plays out. I wouldn't be mad. You know, I definitely wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at Jalen Ramsey either. I know Jalen Ramsey's still available. Now, look, man, a lot of people will look at Jalen Ramsey, and I'm gonna tell you, as long as teams aren't beating his door down, which I'm sure, obviously, he has multiple calls. I'm sure, even though he's older, I'm gonna go back, like I stated before. I'm gonna go back to Patrick Peterson. All right, we had no issues bringing in Patrick Peterson at when he was a veteran's veteran. You feel what I'm saying? So like, hey, look here, man. Jalen Ramsey isn't that old yet. Right? He's a veteran, but he isn't a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Like Patrick Peterson was having to stretch his hamstring after every series. You feel me? Like, but he was holding it down. He was holding it down. Now, when I see that, I'm like, okay, I think Jalen Ramsey can do something too. Now, this is the thing. You don't want to, if you got to give up anything in significance, then no on Jalen Ramsey. I get it, right? It's just not worth it right now if he's asking to try to get paid as if it was 4 years ago. It just doesn't make sense. And he could still be trying to get his last bag. So, I mean, shit, if that's the case, then we got to be out. It's business. We got to be out on that. But if he's looking to just join a team, like if he's at the point in his career where he's just like, hey, I'm trying to join a team to have an opportunity to win a championship, and I'm going to bring my best this year. Whatever. Sign me up for Jalen Ramsey, bro.
Oh, my God. What's the highest, though? What's the highest pick you give up for him?
I mean, I would trade. I mean, honestly, I think right now, to be honest, I think a fourth round. I would give up a fourth round pick.
That's going to be enough. That ain't going to be enough, though.
Hey, to be honest with you, maybe third. I'll do a third round. I don't think you'll get anybody in the third round next year that's going to bring you the value a Jalen Ramsey would bring you, especially how your team is built right now, too. Like adding a Jalen Ramsey to your roster right now, today, is a big deal, in my opinion. It's a big deal, bro. Him, Byron Murphy together, man, you want to talk about two dogs out there, man, listen. Man.
And Rodgers, and we can't forget about Mekhi Blackman. I think Mekhi Blackman is. I mean, I know people don't want to talk about him all like that, but let's keep it real. Like, in his rookie season, I thought he made some good plays. He gave up some plays, but he made some plays too. And it sucked when he teared his ACL. What was it, training camp? I was like, dang, bro. But I think Isaiah Rodgers. A lot of Eagle fans are salty because with more opportunity, Isaiah Rodgers was doing his thing with the Eagles. So that's a dog that we got, man, outside corner that can. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens.
Jared said the Dolphins got him for a third round when he was even better. So see, I mean,
round.
Okay. You look at that, the trend, maybe a fifth. Shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? Maybe a fifth.
Shit, man, maybe a seventh.
Maybe a seven. A Bartholomew. You know what I'm saying?
We might get Bartholomew. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, man. Hey, for real. Shit. I'll take him. Hey, you don't want him? Let him come in. I mean, that boy look good in purple and gold, man. I'm gonna keep it honest with you, man. But I do like the Asante Samuels too. So hey, I'm cool with either one, honestly. I do believe they are gonna bring in somebody. You know, I think they're gonna bring in somebody, a veteran, one more veteran. Just don't know the caliber of player they bring.
Who's really available right now? Like, I think more people that's available will probably be like more like in a trade, like Jalen Ramsey trade. I don't really who's available right now that's actually solid. Like, I mean,
so I did see. You know what? One name I did see though in the DB was Justin Simmons is available, a free agent at safety, which I'm like, damn, yeah, you know I'm saying, like that made me scratch my head too. Like, damn, Justin Simmons though, like my boy like that. You know what I'm saying? My boy like that. I was a huge fan of him, man, when he was in Denver. I wouldn't be mad.
How do you feel about Theo? Do you think he's gonna really step his game up? You think he's gonna do what he needs to do to really cause it seemed like a lot of people's confident in him, and that's why a lot of people was so like disappointed. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Like the starts when he was on the board is like, oh yo, let's go get starts. So they must be really confident in Phil Jackson. What's your honest opinion about him? Like Theo, do you think he can really?
Yeah. Yeah, man, I actually do, which is crazy. I think he's an under the radar type player. That and I go back to, I don't know if you heard Harrison Smith's, shout out Viker in the building too, man. I see you, Viker, man. Appreciate you. I don't know if you heard his press conference, but he said, damn, man, I don't know how the Titans let that guy walk out the building. Like they tripping, like for real. Then we got Theo Jackson for free. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, we got him for free. So hold on. He said skol said Simmons signed with the Packers. Damn, did he? I didn't know that. I know he was just a free agent like a couple days ago. I feel like when I seen the list, I did look at the list just to go through the names. But damn, that'd be crazy if he signed with the Packers. I don't like that. But Theo, like he's a player that we pretty much essentially got for free, and every time he's stepped in, like he's held it down enough. I think having and obviously your defensive line upgrade is always going to put less stress on the type of stars you need in your secondary. That's just the reality of the football game, right? Because if like North said, meet at the quarterback and then think about the CBs less, right? And that is how football operates. Like it really is. Like if you have a defensive line, you don't have to have star players all backfield because you know why? The quarterback doesn't have time anyway, so that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And when they do make throws, they're all under pressure and they're going to be wild. And you really just need some average guys out there to just pick the shits off. So I like what we did with that, not investing too much and trying to replace a Cam Bynum. I don't think Cam Bynum. I love Cam Bynum. I think he was too focused on celebrations last year, which rubbed me the wrong way as a fan. Not that I didn't love it, right? Not that I didn't love it, but at the end of the day, I think that might have bit him on as far as the team wanting to invest in him further because I mean they were posting videos, him and Metellus, and shout out Metellus a dog. I love Metellus, go blue. But like, I mean, you posting videos before the Lions game, you rehearsing goddamn. I mean, you rehearsing celebrations, but then you get embarrassed. All right.
Right.
Not only did the team get embarrassed, but you in particular, which I'm not going to put 100% blame on him. Brian Flores had him playing up in the box a lot that game. So, Jahmyr Gibbs, when you're going against a running back like that, you ain't going to look too good. You know what I mean? You're not going to look too good. So Bynum was getting stiff-armed and shit left and right, just getting knocked out of the way left and right that night. And it didn't look good on him to, before the game, be doing whole interviews about the celebration. And rather than what are you going to do to stop the running game, the whole talk, and the Vikings are guilty of this too, not talking about the actual game and sitting him down for an interview of talking about kid and play celebrations and shit. Like, it's like, bro, y'all worry about the wrong things. We're going into this game to win the North right now.
Right.
And you want to
talk about behinds whooped. That was bad. Sam Darnold, everybody. And look, man, I'm cheering for Sam Darnold, man. I hope the best for him, man. Yeah. But people gotta, like, when people was like, oh, we want to keep Sam Darnold over JJ. I'm like, y'all can't. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but we didn't draft JJ McCarthy to re-sign Sam. And I'm happy that he got his contract, but let's keep it 1,000. Before Sam came here, right? What did we think of Sam Darnold?
I didn't think anything.
Yeah, right. That's the point. But everybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, especially like the so-called experts on ESPN and all that. But anyway, but I get what you're saying. I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. Yeah. And then talking about running Theo. I like Theo. Yeah, Theo. And then I want to talk about the running back because you was talking about Gibbs. So our running backs, Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones. How do you feel about that 1-2 punch with our undrafted free agent? Like, how do you feel about our running back room right now?
I feel good. I feel like I'm going to say this, man, with the UDFAs, man. Shout out Trey Stewart. I don't know if you had a chance to check him out yet, coming out Jacksonville State. I think he has a chance to actually make the number. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I think Kevin O'Connell has a soft spot in his heart for Ty Chandler and Kwesi. right?
Yeah. Ty
Because what?
Chandler got
Because
to
was it?
go.
Am I? If I'm not mistaken, he was part of Kwesi's first draft, right?
I
I
think he
think Ty
was.
Chandler, or
I
was he
think he
part of the
was.
second group? Was he part of the second round? He might have
I,
been
I
part of
know
the
I know he got
2023.
drafted. Yeah, but I'm
He might have
kicking
been
up.
part of the second draft, I think. Part of the second draft. But and correct me in the chat because I can't really remember, y'all. Shout out Broski Bear. I see you in the building. Shout out to you. But
Yeah,
I think they have a soft spot for him, right?
yeah.
And I think that because he seems like a great guy. So there might be some tough
Mm,
conversations that gotta be had. But I think Trey Stewart can come and beat him
right.
to for the running back
Third.
3 position. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's reality. And some there's another team out there that may take a flyer on Ty Chandler. It's not that his career is
Right.
going to be over. I think he has
Right.
enough juice there where other teams that may not have the type of running back room we have may take him. But at the end of the day, man, I think that boy Trey Stewart gonna be a threat, right?
Yeah.
I just think he's gonna be a threat, man. So I like where we're at. I like Jordan Mason was a great pickup. He's a
Yeah.
different type of runner. He runs hard, but yet
Yes.
he's still fast. You know,
Right.
he's almost like a faster version of Aaron Jones in a way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's really what it is to me, and a little more shiftier too. Aaron Jones isn't the most shiftiest guy in the world. He just
Right.
has good vision.
He got
Like
good
Aaron
vision. He knows
Jones
what
is
to
a
do.
running back that lives off his vision and knows how to fall forward.
I
Something
love
that we
Aaron
were
Jones.
missing. Yeah,
Yeah, I
we were
love Aaron.
missing with Alexander Madison. You know what I mean, no vision and didn't fall
Yeah.
forward.
Oh my gosh. and I did see your video. What was the title? It was the next Adrian Peterson.
And
Did you say
next
something?
Adrian Peterson, bro.
Listen. You see
Shout
this
out
wall?
Purple Jesus, man.
This is Adrian Peterson signed autograph. I'm a big AP guy. I love Adrian Peterson. He's my favorite running back of all time.
Did
And
it
then
rub you
after that,
wrong? Did it rub you wrong, Mike?
it
Man?
kind of made me feel some type of way. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah,
hope
nah, I
he's
feel it.
good. I hope he's good. You know what I mean? But I don't know about him being up there with that boy AP. But
Yeah.
you know, what else? But I do.
It's
and he
wishful
wears number
thinking, bro.
28.
He
Yeah,
does wear number 28.
he wears number 28. I'm not sure who he looks up to, but he wears number 28. So that's
Right.
you know what I mean? But he's 5'10", you know. He got size. I don't know what his weight is. I don't know if he's 200 and something pounds, but I know
Yeah.
for
He is.
2024, he rushed for 1,638 yards, 5.9 per carry,
25.
25 touchdowns. But that's not it though, Rat. The thing that I like the best, yes, go to the bowl. You know the vibes. The thing I like the best is that he can catch. That's another thing that we got to talk about. I don't know about him blocking. So that's one thing I don't know about. But catching, he knows how to catch the dang on ball. I forgot how many receiving yards he had, but he had a few catches and he knows how to finish. I know he's a monster. I like him.
Yeah. No, and shout out hold on real quick. He said hold on, damn it. I'm trying to find it real quick. He said, oh, here we go. Damn, right, Broski Bear. He said clickbait isn't illegal. Nah, hey, look, to be honest with you though, man, first of all, I don't like the click. I don't click, y'all know my channel. I don't clickbait anyways, but that was true. Like Vikings, I had 4 different Vikings fans reach out to me saying, hey, he looks like the next age, he could be the next Adrian Peterson. So I was like, there's my title. You know what I mean? Hey, Vikings fans say this the next AP. You know what I mean? I wasn't on board with that either when I first was hearing it. I'm like, man, knock it off. You know what I'm saying? But then I went and watched them, right?
Yeah.
And when I went and watched them, you know, the explosiveness is there, but he also runs like him, man. Like, you know, there's a certain Adrian Peterson has a certain run style, like we all know. We've all Vikings fans. You know how Adrian Peterson runs. I mean, it seems like when his feet hit the ground, he's his cleats are digging, you know, 6-7 inches down into the damn turf. How hard he's stomping, but yet going fast at the same time. Just a monster. That this kid replicates that, man. Go watch him, man. I mean, I'm being honest, and him wearing 28, maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know, but you can, you know how some people you can look at their game and you can be like, damn, so and so must be their favorite player. Like he must have been watching so and so because like the way he's moving, just his mannerisms, he definitely there's something about it. No, you see it a lot in basketball, you know. RIP to Kobe Bryant, but you can tell Kobe Bryant watched Michael Jordan. Right?
Oh yes.
You could tell. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things. Like that was his idol. Like I mean, all the way down to maybe sticking the tongue out and stuff on layups and all type of just the little things, right? And that's what I saw in Trey Stewart. Honestly, when I watch him, I'm like, damn, and I know AP like the back of my hand. You
Yeah.
know, he
Yeah,
was in the prime of my Vikingism.
yeah,
Shit, like,
yeah,
for real.
exactly. You know what I mean? That's why I got his jersey, man.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of that jersey, man. Like, I'm
Yeah.
so proud. I was working at.
You need to tighten up, though, man. You know, our boy need to tighten up, man. You
Yeah,
know,
off the field, that's
yeah, we
different.
tighten
We
up.
listen. I
We
know off
tighten
the
up.
field's kind of crazy, and then he
Yeah.
got knocked out by gosh, in that boxing match. What was
Yeah.
that? What was it? What's the running back's name from the 49ers? The old what is his name? In the chat, please tell me what the Bulls name that knocked out Adrian Peterson in the celebrity boxing match. But Adrian Peterson, man, it's just I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I gotta see him.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Field.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
like
get it.
me comparing, and I love JJ. And for me, it's hard for me to compare him to Randy. You know what I mean? I just can't do it yet. I gotta see more.
I'm with you.
You know
I'm
what I
with you on that too, man. Y'all have never heard me try to put Justin Jefferson over Randy Moss. I just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Peterson is my favorite fumbler of all time. Damn, Purple Jesus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Too Evil, man. Too
Hey,
Evil in the building too, man. Shout out Too Evil in the building.
That's
man.
my guy still, man. But we could have won a Super Bowl if he ain't fumbled with Brett. We should have won the Super Bowl.
Oh, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell knocked him out.
Yeah, that's who. No, was it Bell?
Was it Bell that knocked him out?
It wasn't Bell. It might have been.
It might have been Le'Veon Bell. It wasn't.
Gore. It was Gore. It was Gore. Frank Gore, I think. Was it Bell or Gore?
Nah, Frank Gore ain't knocked my boy.
It wasn't Gore. It was Bell.
I think it was Bell. I think it was Bell.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
it was
okay,
Le'Veon Bell.
I thought it was Gore. I don't know why I thought it was Gore.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was sad. I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, my boy got put. Yeah, he got put in the blender, man. You know what I mean? Hey, look, man, boxing ain't for everybody. God damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Big and strong. It's different, man. It's different. It's a whole different sport. It's different. You can't. It's not about muscles, man.
Yeah. Shout out my boy TP Way the Giant, man. Let's go, man. It's my guy right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, I always got to give my brother a shout out, man. TP Way the Giant, man. I got to get my boy on here too, man. You know what I mean? Like, when he goes live, man, it's a great show. His community's growing like crazy over there. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe if y'all want some fun. And you know, the crazy part is with his channel, man, is yes, it's obviously surrounded around the Giants, but if you just like real talk about a player, somebody's team, like how we kind of do over here, it's interesting to watch. It's enjoyable. You know, it's easy to digest. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go over there. Yeah, you know it's real. He talking how he feel about his squad, and I tap in all the damn time. He'll tell you. I'm always over there. Even sometimes when I don't comment, because I just play it in my ears while I'm laying down. Like, man, let me hear what TP talking about tonight, man.
Even though I am disappointed in the Giants. Now, I'm not going to get into it in this live stream.
Yeah.
You know why? Disappointed.
Yeah, we going
in the first round. No comment. We ain't gonna get into that.
No, hey, and I'm gonna tell you, man, go tap in. Hey, go tap in with TP, Mike. He on that too. He on that vibe too.
Man.
He on that vibe too. He definitely let that shit. Yeah, he let that shit be known. He definitely let that shit be known. That's a fact. He wasn't feeling it.
But I heard, I listened to your video. So your opinion on what's his name? Jeremiah Vaughn.
Jeremiah Vaughn just dropped that today. Yeah.
Yes. So I know you like him.
Yeah.
I know you like him. So what? So you think Brian Flores, that's the perfect Brian Flores player. You know what I mean? Like 6'2".
6 foot. Yeah. One side has him 6'3". Yeah, one side has him 6'3", 6'2". So he's somewhere in between. Yeah.
Wow. What he had? Like 5 passes defended last year, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, an interception for a pick 6.
Yeah.
I think, I hope he makes the team. He got the size and everything, man. I hope he makes the team, bro. Like, I need that. I need that a different energy that you least. I need the next Ivan Pace, man, on defense. I need the next Ivan Pace. Is this gonna be the next Ivan Pace?
Pace gang. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll say this. I'll say this. The Tommy Hill, I just want to make it clear, is still my favorite. Now, to be fair, I stated this in the video. As far as the DBs goes, I'm gonna try to make it through the UDFA list. I'm gonna try to make it as far as I can through it. Some of the players, there's a couple of players that I went and watched, and I just don't think it's worth talking about because I just don't think they have any shot at all. Not a slight at them, but there's just certain players that I just don't think are gonna have even a slight of a shot. I think it's just kind of a camp body. hey, we need some bodies out here, and then you got to go on about your business, but we at least
Right.
gonna give you an opportunity. But I will say Tommy Hill's my number one. I think he could be the Ivan Pace of this draft, and then obviously Silas Bold, Silas
Okay.
Bolden. I mean, I love Silas, and I did a show last night, man, with Really Flawed. Shout out to her, man. We got a show coming out. That's why I had to get off live last night. We had to cut the time right at an hour because me and her did a pre-recorded show, and I'll be posting it when it comes out. Should be coming out here within the week. But you want to talk about a great show? We had great conversation, and I touched on a lot of these pieces here. And Tommy Hill, to me, I like his attitude. But speaking of Vaughn, right? Vaughn, what stands out to me from watching Vaughn this morning, because I put in about an hour and a half or so, just looking at him, kind of learning about him, seeing some games, his tendencies and things like that. And I will say, man, super physical at the line of scrimmage, which I think
Right.
Brian
Right.
Flores looks for. Because even though
Mhm.
he's tall and lanky, right?
Strong.
Oh, look, Really Flawed in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to her.
Oh,
Y'all
wow.
make sure y'all go subscribe. Really Flawed Football. Shout out to her, man. We had a great show last night, and I can't wait till it comes out, man. It's I felt like I was in my bag. She's always in her bag, you feel me? So I felt like I had to come in my bag, and I think I did, man. I felt confident leaving that show. And I can't wait till you guys get to see that and enjoy that. But make sure y'all go subscribe to Really Flawed. Really Flawed, if you want, can you drop your link in the chat really quick? Drop your channel link in the chat if you got it, or one of the mods go grab her channel link and drop it in the chat, please, so we can tap in with her, so that when the video drops, we already there. But
Definitely.
like speaking of Vaughn, I think he brings exactly what Brian Flores looks for.
Yeah.
What is that? That is height, right? The 6'3", lanky,
Yeah.
being lanky, and then also using that length, using it to his advantage. I gotta say this, man.
Long
Hey,
arms.
R.I.P. to
arms.
Kyrie, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when I
Uh-oh.
watch Vaughn, hey, same type of player in a way, right? Same type of play. May his soul live on through Vaughn, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. May his soul live on through Vaughn. Now, see, I like Tommy Hill, but if I had to make a decision today on what I believe the Vikings, not what I would do, what do I believe the Vikings and Brian Flores would do, I think they would probably pick a guy like Vaughn. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Vaughn, yeah.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah. I think you're right, man. The one thing I was reading up, like, just he has long arms. It seems like he's always deflecting the pass. Like, even if he's getting beat, he has recovery speed, and I be making plays, man. He's a playmaker, straight up.
Yeah.
He's a playmaker. If he's not intercepting the ball, he's knocking it down. That's what we need. And he got the height, man. You don't really. Who's our tallest corner right now? Like Byron Murphy, what is he, five something? We don't Mekhi Black. I don't know what Mekhi Blackman's height is.
I think a lot of them are right around 6 foot. You know what I mean? Right around like 5'10", 5'10", stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't really have that. I mean, Jackson was more of that type of build that goddamn Brian Flores been looking for. But hey, Tommy skol SC said Tommy Hill from the block. Hey, facts. Hey, they picked Tommy Hill up from the project corner, man.
Yeah,
Be like, hey, man, you trying to play some football? You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. Like, hey,
Hill.
Shout out Tommy Hill. I like his confidence and attitude. Like, he's one of those guys. I was calling him the Draymond Green of the NFL is what I could see him being. Just one of those guys where it's like, hey, go out there, do the nasty work. You know what I'm saying? Do the dirty work, and even if we got to put you on their best player, at the end of the day, man, we know you ain't gonna back down from the challenge.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. That's a big compliment. You know what I mean? Draymond Green's one of the greatest players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah. Sorry, I wanted to go grab there you go. I just dropped Really Flawed's I just dropped her let me see.
I'm gonna subscribe right now.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see real quick, man.
It's really. Hold on. I'm gonna just go to the channel. Let me make sure I go on there right now.
Yeah. So shout out to her, man. Let's go. He said his processing is bad. We talking about Shador in the chat right now. We talking about Shador.
Oh yeah.
Really flawed said, no, you straight, flawed. No, I do this. You know what I mean? This is what I do. This is normal. This is normal activity. Shout out Mary. Shout out Queen Mary in the
Queen Mary
building.
in the
My boy
building.
Mark Phil in the building. Hey, look, Phil. Hey, I was just going on about your boy Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what they call him, the mini sauce gardener. You know what I'm saying? The mini sauce gardener.
He anything like that, we got one. We got something special, man.
Hey, I'm telling you right now.
We got,
Hey, the reality is, Mike, only a couple are going to actually make the team. Really, one. You know what I mean? One, maybe two. I said three is on the high end of making it. It just doesn't happen. It's unprecedented. You know, right. Purple Papa sent me a list of 8 of them and said these guys are going to be on the team, and I'm like, Purple Papa, man, 8 UDFAs are not making the team, man. I don't know. I don't care how you think you feel. It's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's just not. So
my two, I think definitely is going to make it. In my opinion, is Trey Stewart and Jeremiah. Those are the 2 I got. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. I'm not sure. Like you said, I don't know. What else did we? I know there was a wide receiver from Auburn that people were hyping about. I got to get his name that they were hyping about. I don't know if he'll make I don't think he will make the team. I think we got a lot of wide receivers. I think we got
if a wide receiver makes it, I'm gonna be upset only because of you went and spent capital
on a wide receiver.
Yeah, and Ty Felton. You went and made like that right there. To me, as a fan, I'm looking at it like, all right, you made your decision. That ain't no UDFA's got a chance. You feel me? Like you're invested now. You know what I'm saying? You're invested. Like the one thing, only wide receiver I will say is Silas, and I stated why, because he's more than a wide receiver, right? He's a player that can give you punt returning. He's a player that's also going to give you. I was speaking of really flawed. She's a Texas fan, so she was sitting here talking about how he's that guy that when you need something to happen, like he's not in the front, like. You're not gonna sit there and be talking about him all game, but the moment you need something to happen, here comes Bolden. You know what I mean? Whether it's a loose ball and you need a fumble recovery, or you need a kick, taking a kick to the house, or maybe not even to the house, but just flipping field position, getting a 60, 70 yard kick return or punt return. It's one of those. He's one of those guys that's gonna show up when it's needed, and I like that. Coming from a Texas fan, she put me on. Yeah, so I think reason why I'm so high on him possibly making the team more than the rest so far is because he brings something that the Vikings are missing. That's obvious right now. I think every other position kind of, it's one of those things where we can upgrade there, but we have that, so it's not like a need. I think punt return, kick return, somebody who can really flip the game around. We don't have that, and Bolden can bring that.
I wish that's another thing we don't talk about. All right, so how confident are you in special teams when it comes to our kicker? Like, you think he's going to be like, it seemed like he got hurt, but he was missing some field goals late, man, in the year, man. Like, how confident, and field goals that's important. Us as Viking fans should not sleep on the field goal kicking. We know throughout history in the playoffs, wild card game against Seattle, and the list goes on. Are you comfortable with our field goal kicker right now? Do you think he's going to be that guy he was earlier in the season in 2024? Because I know he did get hurt, but at the same time, when you're on that field, all them excuses don't mean nothing. Make the thing on kick, bro. For real.
There was a point in time, Mike, last year where we were like, yo, wait a damn minute. Yeah, I mean, people were calling him I don't know, Will the Thrill and all this shit. And I'm like, okay, look, at the beginning of the season, I'm on board. Let's nickname him. Hey, I'm a ride. You feel me? We're seeing the Walmart pictures with him doing the book bag sponsors and just looking like this kind of just nerdy guy, that just sits there and is just here to kick the ball and won't miss, right? But then we started seeing misses, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this motherfucker. And it's, I don't know if it's the player or is it just the Vikings, right? Like, I don't know if we just got to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, we just got to deal with it.
It's heartbreaking because it's just like every time, like that's the last thing I want to worry about is our field goal kicker. Like, I don't want to think about it. We already have to worry about our offense, our defense, and everything else. Our coach and making sure the correct play, calling a defensive coordinator, calling the right plays. I don't want to worry about the kicker. And that right there for me last season, it was getting to the point where he was missing too many. He was missing too many late in the season.
Yeah.
Before early, he was making, what was the longest? I think he made like a 57-yarder or 56, something crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. But
yeah.
I need
I got to answer your question. I have confidence in him. You know, Will Reichert. I do have confidence in him. You know, it was his rookie year. You feel me? So like, we got to have some kind of grace there. He did tear his quad, or I think it was.
Quad.
I think it was his quad. I think he tore it because he did that in college too.
Dang.
Like he tore his quad in college and had a bad injury in college, and I think it just reoccurred. So that could be something that you can think about. Is this going to be something that pops up often? You feel me? But I mean, Parker, man, you know, when we brought Parker in, that boy was automatic, man. You know what I mean?
He was doing his thing. So
he's doing his thing. I loved Parker. I'm like, yo, like I was, you know, realistic Randy. He came out and said, man, look here, man, I don't care. Last year, realistic Randy was pounding the table like, listen, I would be willing to cut Ed Ingram right now to keep 2 kickers on the roster on the 53. Like, I'm willing to get rid of this guard right now just to keep 2 kickers, man, because I feel like what was his name? Parker Romo?
Parker, yeah, something
Parker
like
Romo. Hey, I feel like he deserves to be on the 53, and I gotta admit, I'm saying,
he was consistent.
As we've seen it, I'm like, damn, I kind of agree. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
I kind of agree with bro.
That's an underrated position that we got to make sure we on point, man, because it might come down to it in the playoffs. I don't want that to bite us in the behinds. We drive McCarthy's making all these clutch plays, the defense making all these clutch plays, and we need a field goal to tie the game up, or we need a field goal to win the game, and he misses a 20-yard field goal, or he misses a 40-yard field goal, or a 50-yard field goal that he usually makes. I don't want to deal with that, bro. Like, listen, that's the last thing I want, because I'm trying to win the dang on Super Bowl. I've been a Viking fan for 20 plus years, and I ain't sniffed a Super Bowl, and I'm trying to sniff a Super Bowl now.
Yeah,
I'm not patient no more.
Shout out TP, man. He said, you have the dopest family over here. Y'all go hard, show up, and are active, man. I love it. Hey, facts, man. You know we get active, man, for sure, man. Get active in the chat, man. Get vocal. Let's go, man. For sure, man. Appreciate everybody in the building, man. Make sure I hit the like button, man. You know, me and Mike Sports. But I first of all, brother, I love doing shows with you, man, because I feel like we just kind of go back and forth vibing and having good dialogue, bro. So like that's why I feel like these got to happen more often, you know, more times than not, man. These conversations got to be had. I think me and you need to start setting this up a little more, man. We got to hold ourselves accountable to at least do, you know, we could start with twice a month, you know what I mean? I think that's not asking for too much, even if it's in the middle of the week, man. But I think we should definitely start building on top of this relationship. Man,
I got you, bro. I got you.
I mean, it just makes sense, man.
And on top of that, definitely that. But I will be listen, I'm about 97% sure I'll be at Skol Fest, man. Can I get a horn or something?
Man, let's go. Let's get a Ricky, man. Let's go.
You know what I mean? Can I get a horn or something? You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna sit here and lie, man. I'm a little nervous when it comes to planes. I ain't gonna sit here and lie, but I will be on that plane. I'm not really scared of heights. It's just the plane. Like, I'll go on roller coasters and all that, but when it comes to planes, I'm just like, I hate the feeling. My ears be popping and all. I don't like that. But anyway, I will be on that. I will be at Skol Fest, most likely, and I cannot wait. And my goal is not to only just meet y'all. I can't wait to meet y'all. I want to go to the Mall of America. I want to go to my first Viking game. That's my mission. Like, I'm gonna be there. I'm going to the dang on game. I'm gonna meet y'all. I'm going to the mall. I cannot wait. It's gonna be a little mini vacation. I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of y'all that's in the chat. You Rap, Yogi, Zoe, everybody. I can't name them all. Stone Mafia, Gary, everybody that the whole Viking thing. I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of y'all. You know what I mean?
There you go, Norris. I gave him the you know what I'm saying? No, I appreciate you, man. You know, it's gonna be something that you're gonna be glad you came. First of all, man, the love that you're gonna feel, man, you know, from this community is gonna be out of this world. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be you're gonna be glad you came. I'm gonna just say that, and I'm confident enough to tell you that is going to happen. Where the love you
Yeah.
gonna feel, man, the respect you gonna get, the appreciation you're gonna get for doing what you do for the Vikings community, as far as being over there, dropping your content, giving your opinion on these players, on top of facts about these players. Man, listen, man, our community is amazing, bro.
Yeah. Like
Amazing, man.
the best community. That's why I always
Man,
say. That's why I can't. That's why we deserve. That's why I'm cheering for the Minnesota fan base is a passionate fan base. It's an underrated fan base, and that's why I'm cheering for the Timberwolves to win the championship. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's why it's just like so important. Like, I cannot wait until we get our first Super Bowl. Like I can't wait because I just feel like, and I tell the Eagle fans, I joke all the time with my family. Like I'll be like, yo, we're gonna win our first we're gonna win our first Super Bowl before y'all win your third Super Bowl. And when we finally win our first Super Bowl, it's gonna mean more than all y'all Super Bowls put together. That's how I feel, man.
yeah.
I feel like I don't know, man. I cannot wait. There's a lot of Viking fans that waited their whole life, never got to experience a win in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like my bull, who was it? Tony. Shout out to Tony if he's in the chat. He was saying he witnessed, what did he see? Like 3 Super Bowls, 2 Super
Who you
Bowls.
talking about, Bell? You talking about Tony Bell?
Yeah, Tony Bell. He was like,
Shout out Bell, man.
yeah, shout out to Bell. He said he seen or watched like 2 Super Bowls. I was like, wow. So you got to witness that. So I didn't get to witness the Super Bowl at all. But when we finally get to the Super Bowl, I need that dub. I don't want to just get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
we did that 4 times, man. I want the dub.
Gotta be the dub. Gotta be the dub. Yeah, gotta be the dub, man. Papa Gary said vibes, best family reunion you ever been to. Like, and he ain't lying, man. It's gonna be lit. And we got a new location real quick. We'll talk on it. And if anybody can't get a hold of me about any questions, I just want to throw this out there that you have about Skol Fest 2025, Skol Mafia, and he's in the chat. Obviously, my Skol Broski, man. You can reach out to him on X. You can reach out to Papa Gary if you got Papa Gary's information. They know they're part of the the committee, the panel. You know what I'm saying? So reach out to them if you can't get a hold of me, or if I seem to not be replying to your message. I know I got that rap out here, no pun intended, where, man, I message rap and he ain't get back to me yet, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. You feel me? That is something that I tend to need to work on. You feel me? Like, I do that, man. I do that to my own mama. So don't feel bad. You feel me? That's just how I am sometimes. But
don't do that to mama.
Hey, I don't want to. It's not intentional. Trust me. It's not intentional. It's not intentional. Sometimes I just get busy and my ADHD kicks in where I'll see a message and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll let that person know what's going on. And then I go do something else. And then a day goes by and then 2 days go by and it's like, oh shit, I forgot. They might think I'm not messing with them or something, So trust me, I've ruined some friendships behind just forgetting sometimes to text a simple text back. So it happens, you feel me? But I take full responsibility. It's something I do. So in the case, make sure you reach out to Skol Mafia or Papa Gary too. They gonna save me. You know what I mean? They gonna save me, bro.
Sure. And I want to just say this real quick, man, before we go on. I want to give prayers to Realistic Randy. I know he's going through, so I don't need to know his personal business. I just want to say prayers up to him. Man, he's been part of the Viking community since I've been a Viking fan. I've been watching him for years since he's been on YouTube. So I hope the best for him, and prayers out to Randy, man. Keep strong, my brother. And we're all praying for you. We're all cheering for you. So, you know what I mean? Keep strong.
Absolutely, man. Shout out my boy Realistic Randy, man. And look, man, we had a great show. We had a great show last night. It was lit. Yeah. I enjoyed it so much, man. Hey, Norris, is he live? Is bro live? Let me see. Let me see, man. Let me see if bro's live, man. No, he's not live. Damn, I thought he was live, man. I was gonna say let's go mob over there, man. Prayers for Randy, Randy for sure. Prayers for Todd too, man. Shout out to Norris, man. Shout out to Mary. Queen Mary has been super supportive through this whole process with my father going through what he's going through. We're getting a plaque. I told Norris those plaques, those amazing plaques that we seen earlier that I brought up on here. I would love for Norris to make one after Todd rings that bell in June. It should be mid-June. because it's 7 weeks from, and he started his
Right.
his treatment last week. So we're 1 week in. So 1 week down, man. Let's go, man. 1 week down, 6 to go. And when he rings the bell, I would love for Noyce to make one of those plaques saying you kicked cancer's ass, man. That is going to be official, like a referee with a whistle. You feel me? Like for real, man.
Right.
And you know, I shout out Norris, man, for all his support, always checking in. Papa Gary, Adam, you know, I mean, everybody, man, Skol Mafia, Baba, the whole community, man. I don't want to leave a name out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because really it's a
A
collective,
lot. But,
and everybody is doing, you know, helping out, supporting, man. Even if it's just saying prayers and you're praying for them, it means so much, man. You know what I mean? It's not all financially driven, even though, yes, that helps, but it's deeper than that, you know. And I appreciate every single person, man, that has, you know, just typed his name in the chat, like anything like that. It all makes a difference, man, because he sees it, right? He sees it. He's super thankful, man. And he just texted me randomly and said, thank you. You know what I mean? Like you could just tell, like he's super thankful of the support and him just getting that support and feeling that he loves it. You know what I mean? He loves it, man, and appreciates it. So shout out to Todd, man. I can't wait till we ring that damn bell, man.
Let's go.
Hey, I want to talk about so did you see the interview? I know the chat was talking about it, right? Earlier. Did you see the interview with JJ McCarthy? You watched his presser?
Yes.
Okay. So did you hear the news of Rossini and Chase Daniel talking about he looked nervous?
I didn't see that. I
Oh,
seen
man.
JJ McCarthy's interview.
So,
I didn't see Chase talking trash. He was talking trash.
Yeah. So the word is, man, the word is they came on and said he is nervous at the podium, right? Chase Daniel. First of all, man, Chase Daniel, man, you listen, man, you need to find another team or another quarterback to go talk about, because I just don't get where you could say somebody looks nervous or and oh yeah, hey, shout out real quick, man. Skol Mafia, man. You know, we gotta send prayers out too for his mother, man. You know what I mean? Like, man, ain't nothing like having a mom out here. We all know that. And this is like one of those situations where it's a tough road, man. When you got a loved one, you know, that's going through something like this. Cancer doesn't care who you are. That's the crazy part. You know, that's one thing I learned really quickly. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter who you are, man. It can affect anybody.
Or age.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The age, race, doesn't matter, bruh. Like you can get it. And it's one of those things, man, where, you know, it hurts my heart, but let's support our Skol bro, man. His mom, you know, I've actually been praying for Skol Mafia's mom for about, I feel like at least a couple months now when I first heard the news, because me and him obviously talk behind the scenes. So we're always, we always in communication. So prayers out to your mother, man, for sure. We wish nothing but the best for that situation, man. And I got to make sure I'm checking up on you and staying updated on that Skol Mafia for sure. Cause you know, I want your moms to ring that bell too, man. We ringing a lot of bell, man. Speaking of ringing the bells, man, you know, coming from Mike Sports Vibes, where, you know, the Philadelphia 76ers, man, they all about the bell, right? That's what it's all about, right?
The bell is yeah.
Like it's part of isn't it part of like
it's part, they ring the bell before the game.
Okay, they ring the bell. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we gonna be ringing the bell too over here on Vikings Nation, man. We got our family members, man. They gonna be ringing that damn bell, man. That's a fact. Yeah, definitely. That's a fact, man. Go ahead.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that interview.
So hold on. So you didn't see it. So hold on. I gotta bring it. Now I gotta bring it up. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I'm gonna pull it up on X and I'm gonna play the audio so that you can evaluate this. Because I want to get now we get a live reaction from our boy. And I know most of y'all in the chat, I seen y'all talking about it. Earlier. So I know y'all know what's going on, at least most of y'all. But for the ones who don't worry. I got you. We about to play it right here. And tell me what you feel about this right here, Mike Sports Vibes. All right, boom. Let me plug my phone in. Let's see here. Give me 1 second.
They
All
talking
right.
trash on them already. That's
Actually, you know
crazy.
what? I didn't even have to go on here. I can just go on my phone. Hold on, let me exit out that real quick. Let's see. I forgot. Let's just do this. Yeah, no, I mean, this right here it is nasty work right here. Ready?
It's not hesitation. I'm just trying to like it just looked like it sounded like it was almost like rehearsed.
Can you hear that?
A little bit, but I do believe he feels that. I think.
Okay.
What is your hesitation? What is
it's not hesitation. I'm just trying to like it just looked like it sounded like it was almost like rehearsed in his head a little bit, but I do believe he feels that. I think it's just mainly like we're making too big a deal of this. He's just nervous to talk in front of the media. And look, he's a first-time starter. Diana, he hasn't played at all. Now he's got a hell of a roster behind him. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what he can do on the field, because all this offseason talk about where's Sam Darnold, is Aaron Rodgers coming? I'm excited to see what he can do on the field. Just looks a little green there. Needs to work on that a little.
Yeah, that'll come. I don't freak out over bad interviews or bad
I'm not either.
press conferences. I know you're not, but I think we just listen to so many different people talk, and you don't hear nerves a lot in the NFL. Right? Most people just go. But maybe that's just part of his story, is we're gonna watch him grow and see.
So and all right, so and it really flawed as to who is talking. So that's Chase Daniel. That's Chase Daniel, the quarterback for did he get drafted by the Bears? I remember him playing on the Bears. But
I know he retired, right?
I think he played for the Bears. I think he might have had a stint with the Chiefs as well, from what I recall. Didn't really play that much. I think the Bears, he played the most. They kind of like tried to buy into him, but obviously wasn't there. And then Rossini, which we know now that the Aaron Rodgers talk is kind of put to bed. And speaking of really flawed here in the chat tonight, she's a Steelers at heart. So, hey, we pushing the Aaron Rodgers it's going over there. You know what I mean? He going to Pittsburgh. You feel me? Most likely. But not at that. And the reason why I say that too is because, obviously she was pounding the drum for Aaron Rodgers and talking about all this inside information she had about how, he's going to be a Viking and all this good stuff. And now that he's out of there, you feel me? And it's not a conversation anymore. Her and Chase Daniel, they do this podcast together. And now they're evaluating JJ McCarthy's press conference on how he looks nervous. He's nervous. He's nervous. You know what I mean? It's red flag. We gotta evaluate this. The moment we start evaluating press conferences, man, this game is going to get annoying, right? We shouldn't be doing this, man. First of all, nervous and JJ McCarthy doesn't even go in the same.
I was about to say that. He ain't seem nervous to me.
I sent this to somebody and everybody knows when he got asked, are you ready to start? Do you think you're ready to start, JJ McCarthy? No, Kevin, I know I'm ready. Yes, right?
Let's go.
A confidence person is going to say, a person that doesn't have confidence, first of all, would come out and say, I think I'm ready. I mean, I put in the work. I think I'm ready. They'll use words like think.
I think.
All right. Confident people use words like I know. Okay. So that right there, that's just part of psychology and understanding. So there's no nervous going on when you got somebody who says, I know I'm ready to start. Kevin, ain't no thinking about it. Like, it is what it is. I'm born ready. Right. And then another statement that stands out, the pressure statement, right? Hey, because they asked him about the pressure. He said, personally, I think the more pressure, the better for me. Yeah. That's something I thrive off of. End quote.
Yeah. Let's go. See, I don't know what they talking about. I think they just want something to talk about, something to hate on, something to make conversation about nothing. It's a whole bunch of nothing to me. They just hating. For some reason. They don't like JJ McCarthy. And guess what? Every hater is going to have to shut their mouths when the season starts. When the season starts, when the season ends, watch. All these people are going to be like, oh, I knew JJ McCarthy was that guy. I knew he was this. I knew he was that. No, you didn't. He was hating. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we're going to see. We're going to definitely see. Nobody really knows for sure. But what I know when it comes to JJ McCarthy is he won in high school. He won in college. And I know it's levels to the game. I know NFL is different from college. But I just see there's just certain players, got that it factor. Certain players, they could be the first overall pick, right? But just something about them, there's just something missing. You just know they got all the talent in the world, but there's just something missing.
Yeah.
This guy right here has the talent, but he has the it factor. He has that I'm gonna put the team on my back and I'm gonna make the play when it counts. Listen, man, I know he reminds me of Jalen Hurts, man. I know that's the comparison I compare. Like, that's who I compare him to. Like, when it comes to the quarterback, he might be a little bit more accurate than Jalen Hurts, but even though Jalen Hurts was accurate in the Super Bowl, definitely accurate in the Super Bowl. But he just reminds me of that dude that's just gonna put his team on his back no matter what. And if he has to scramble for a first down, he's gonna do it. If he has to throw for a first down, he's gonna do it. Whatever he has to do, he is going to get us that first down, or he's going to get us that touchdown. And that's the difference between him and a Kirk Cousins and a Sam Darnold and a Case Keenum in an NFC Championship game, and a Joshua Dobbs and a Nick Mullins. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's
they didn't have that it factor. They didn't have those it factors, y'all.
That's a fact, man. Mary said, talk that talk. Yeah, talk that talk, Mike. Man. Let's go, man. Talk that talk.
Keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it real.
Delton said we keeping effing receipts. PG4L, man. You already know what time it is, man. Let's go, Ricky. Yeah, man. I mean, all in all, man, they reaching, man. You know what I mean? That's just the truth, man. They reaching like a motherfucker, man. They about to a damn shoulder about to come out of socket, man. All that reaching you got going on, man. Knock it off, Chase Daniel. Please knock it off. You and Rossini, man. Stop it. Go talk about somebody else's team, man. Because y'all out here evaluating press conferences is crazy work.
Right.
I'm gonna just keep it honest, man.
And the thing about it that they don't even realize is this team is so behind JJ McCarthy. Ownership, coaching staff, everybody. Even our defense, Jonathan Gennard in the press conference said he's standing 10 toes down behind J.J. McCarthy. You got debatably the best player on the defense for the Vikings, Jonathan Gennard, already saying, I got his back, bro.
Yeah.
Already, before he played a regular season game. So that shows you the type of dude, the type of character, the type of leader J.J. McCarthy is.
Yeah.
And that's what they not – listen, man, I'm behind J.J. McCarthy. That's why that whole Aaron Rodgers stuff kind of – I'm trying to be careful with my words, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
we all standing behind JJ, and I cannot wait until he proves the world wrong. I can't wait, bro. I can't.
Yeah, nah, it's coming. It's coming, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about it, man. You know, I love everything about the situation we got on our hands as Vikings fans, and I can't wait to see it come to fruition, man. And we're close, man. Time is ticking. We're almost there, man. This is a great time of the year. We are going to have a little bit of slow time here popping up here soon. I think it's like middle of June, right before training camp and stuff starts. There's always that kind of vacation time for the players, coaches. They go on their little couple 2-week, 3-week little vacation before they get the business. So, you know, we'll be obviously doing shows and doing all that good stuff, but it will slow down a little bit. But then, hey, we hit the ground running. May 14th. The schedule comes out. We got the schedule release. That's going to be great to talk about, and we'll be able to also, that same time that comes out, obviously Skol Fest date will be released. Why? Because Skol Fest is always going to be the home opener. So whether that's week 1 or week 2, we'll know, and everybody can start booking their tickets. All right. So whether you need to fly, get your rooms, all that good stuff, man, go ahead and lock that in. And we will know that here in the next 2 weeks, because that'll be not this week coming up, but the following week, man. We'll know exactly when Skol Fest is, and I can't wait, man. I look forward to that. We'll be doing streams all over, whether it's GG Sports, talking about it, spreading on their channel, Purple Parlor with me, SK and Randy over here on Vocal Vike, man. Mike Sports Vibe. Once everybody gets the news, man, it'll be something that'll be spread around the Vikingism airways. You feel me? And I can't wait, man. It's gonna be legit, man. Before we get out of here, Mike, man, I gotta ask you, you know, this is the question, man, right now, as of today, May 3rd. All right. How many wins do you see the Vikings? Shout out my boy Delt, man. Rondell Moore. Man. He said he about to go off. I can't wait to see that too, man. But how many wins do you see the Vikings getting this season with JJ McCarthy at the helm?
I think about between like 10 and 12. 10 and 12.
10 and 12.
Cool.
Okay.
10 and 12. And I'm cool with just having 10 wins. I'm cool. No matter what, like, of course, I would want to win the NFC, like the conference when it comes to like having home court advantage throughout. But I just want to get to the playoffs and just win. You know what I mean? We could be a wild card team and get to it's harder for a wild card team to get to the Super Bowl, but still, I don't care, bro. I just want to get into the playoffs and be successful because we see what happened to the Lions. They were 15-2 and they lost in the first round, bro. I mean, I don't want to be that team. You know what I mean? I feel like even with a work, because I don't believe we're going to be 14-3, but still, I feel like this team is better than that 14-3 team because of what we did in the offseason, what we did in the draft, and we have the answer at quarterback. So even if our record isn't as good as last year's record, I still feel like we have a better overall team. So if we just get into the dance, we got a chance because we're built in the trenches now. So get your popcorn ready.
Hey, let's go, man. Gary said, are we still going to do the bet? Yeah, we do need to do the bet. Yeah, I have your 10, Gary, too, because you sent 10 already. We're going to do, so real quick, Mike, before we go, we were talking about coming together as a community and betting $10 or throwing, $10 in the pot. And we sit here and we say the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl because at the end of the day, depending on how much we can raise to place that bet, I mean, $10 is worth it because the Vikings aren't even in Super Bowl conversation. I'm sure we're going to be at the bottom of that list. So the chances are if they were to make, if we're confident, and you don't even got to be confident. I mean, it's like buying a lottery, buying a Powerball ticket. What's the big deal? It's $10. But if you do win, the risk is definitely worth the reward, in my opinion. So we'll come together. Gary, what we'll do, I think we got to plan like a show. Let's plan a show maybe next week. Let's plan a show maybe next week or so, or maybe the week after where people donate for that show where I can track it and we'll have somebody, because I think I got Bravado, but we'll have to download like a betting app or something and go do that. But we definitely are doing that, Gary, for sure. I definitely want to do that 100%. But yeah, man. Hey, well, I appreciate you, Mike, man. Hey, everybody. Make sure you go subscribe to my guy, man. Go subscribe to my guy right now, Mike Sports Vibes. And if you like basketball, man, go subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes. Balling. You know what I mean? Mike Sports
Balling like Jim Jones.
Balling like Jim Jones, man.
Yeah. That's where I got there. Oh, but you got to answer the question, too. How many wins?
Oh, yeah. I'm right in there, man. I got the floor. I got the floor at 9, and the ceiling, and then the ceiling is kind of, there is no ceiling, man. We chopped the roof off the coop. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ceiling, man. We chopped the roof off the coop, man. You know what I mean? But like 9, I feel like is the floor. And I feel like even winning 9 games, even if we're able to back into let's just say back into a wild card spot, I think our team is going to be better. I think our team is going to be harder to beat. We're going to be better. We'll actually be competitive. We'll be competitive, man. We won't get blown out of the playoffs like we've seen this year and even against the damn Giants in 2022, which was heartbreaking.
With first cousin Captain Kirk.
Yeah, man. Check down, man. 4th and 8, man. We'll never forget. I mean, we'll never forget. But yeah, man. Hey, I had a good time tonight, man. Good night, everybody, man. We love y'all, man. Let's get a Ric Flair real quick, man. Oh, we need that. Let's get a Ricky.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.